What's going on, Wastelanders? Draco Invictus here with my Skooled Zone challenge video. I am building at Egret Tours. Let's take a look. Alright, Wastelanders, as you can see, I've done a lot of work here at Egret Tours. This showcase video is going to run about 30 minutes. The first half of it is just going to be me giving you a tour of what I've done. There's one small segment in the middle of that tour where I'm going to jump back in and explain what I did at that one moment. But pretty much I'm just going to have some nice music playing. You guys can just enjoy the tour. If you want to know some of the behind the scenes stuff, how I did some of the stuff for this build, then stick around for the last half of this video, because there I'll be explaining exactly how I did some of the things that I accomplished in this build. I'll show off my save files to make sure that everyone knows I built unmodded. So yeah, stick around, enjoy the video, and here you go. Alright guys, so I wanted to interrupt the music a little bit here, and I wanted to talk about this orange pillar that you're seeing on the screen right now. That is actually two of the storage containers, the orange containers, that I rug glitched together. I locked them together, and then I rug glitched them through the lights that I already had pillar glitched into here, and there's a conduit sitting right behind the light. So I'm demonstrating the three different techniques that Skooled Zone has taught in some of his videos. I'm demonstrating the rug glitch, I'm demonstrating the pillar glitch, and I'm also demonstrating the wire glitch. So those are the three things that I've taken from Skooled Zone to use in this video. And as you guys have seen throughout this tour already, and you will continue to see, I heavily rely on those glitches when I build unmodded. At the front of the building, I, covered up all the windows. Well, that was with scaffolding instead of a pillar, but it was all the same mask select glitch. So anyway, I just wanted to jump in here real quick and point out this thing sitting in the corner that's actually hiding a junk wall leg that's coming through that wall. And so I needed something in that corner anyway. I figured I'd throw up some lights. Then no one would notice that I was actually covering up a piece of wood. So let's move on with the showcase, shall we? Alright guys, so I wanted to put this at the very end. I wanted to show you guys some of the things, some behind the scenes things that I had to do to get everything working around here. So I wanted to start with this sign because I didn't take down the old gas station pricing sign. It's still there. But what I had to do is I had to pillar glitch in, that's a picture that's turned backwards. And then I also had to pillar glitch, I had to build all the light boxes off site and do all of the wiring and then bring the whole thing up here. And I actually ran it from down, I think it was, no, I was able to do it from up here. I was able to mass select and plug everything in there. And so yeah, that's how I did all that. And you can see that I've got delay on switches and delay off switches. Because I've had to settlement size glitch this thing 3+ times, that I can never get the lighting right. The boxes will always be goofy just because there's so much going on already in the settlement. But I did want to show you guys that. And of course, you know, I did glitch in these floors to kind of make the ceiling a little bit bigger. And I also glitched in, let's see if I can, I don't know that I can actually grab it from, nope, can't grab it from this side. Can grab it from this side though. You can see, let's take her and tell her to go out there. And you can see there's the trading shop right there. Ah, come on. Go on out there. Get out of the way. There you go. Yep. See, there's the trade shop right there. It's a general trader. And I actually had to pillar glitch that from out here using a bunch of conduit, like working in, working in this spot right here, where the pillar would actually sink down to get it in there just right. And I mean, I've never been able to get it that well. And I did really well with the bar as well. So let's go take a look at that real quick. So as you can see, Ron is actually standing kind of low because this bar is low compared to what a normal vendor stall would be. So that's why Ron looks like he has no feet, because he's attached to that level 3 bar that you can see right there. See, but I totally got it inside there. Oh my God. It took me a long time, and I had to pillar glitch from out here through the wall using conduits and a connector to get it to work right. But I got it in, as well as getting all of these in. So yeah, that explains why Ron is standing so low. One other thing that I am incredibly proud of is this floor up here. These are shack roof pieces, the flat ones obviously, and I actually had to do this from outside, and it's before I put up all these wall sections here, and I had scaffolding, the tall scaffolding outside, and I was using the mass selector pillar glitch out here, and I had a piece of floor that was sticking through, and I got it to glitch in. And it took me several tries, and what I would do is I would save right before I moved it, and I had it where it was a little bit higher than this. I was like, oh, that's good enough. And then I screwed something up, so I had to go back to that save anyway and do it again. And then it went like this, and I was like, okay, I've never seen it this good before, but there it is. So yeah, so I wanted to really kind of talk about these floors, and of course all this stuff snapped in quite easily. You know, once we got this roof in, I mean, it all just kind of went into place really, really well. I was so pleased with this. And then the last thing that I want to show you guys is essentially all 3 glitches that I'm showcasing in this video that Skooled Zone has tutorials on. And that is, of course, the pillar glitch or mass select, the rug glitch, and the wire glitch. So if I come over here, you will see the sign that says electrical. Let me hop up there. There we go. Okay. Now if I do a mass select on this, and hopefully it didn't grab anything else, but it does grab my fusion generator that is being rug glitched. So you can see I'm doing the mass select with a rug glitch, and of course, because the wires are all buried in the ground, so you don't see any of that, you just see my pole that says electrical. And then if I come over here, I have a conduit right here. Notice rug glitch. That conduit is actually what's feeding the rest of my settlement. So that wire right there is actually going to the to that switch, and then I'm feeding everything else from here. And so I have, you can see there's a conduit there, and there's actually, and you can see, yeah, it goes this way, and then it's going to come back up and go to that conduit. And then I have a conduit there, and you can actually see it in build mode. You can see the wire right there, you know, draping underneath the water. Now, of course, once I get out of build mode, you don't see any of that. So that's how I'm powering the street lamps on the dock. And of course, I laid all this flooring because this is there's a gap right here between this part of the pier and this section here. So I filled in that gap there. Oh, and one last thing before we wrap this up. Of course, you know, I had to glitch, pillar glitch this, notice pillar, the bus and this trailer in, and that's how I got it, the rock coming through. And then I had to individually glitch each one of these walls. You know, that's a half wall piece, half wall piece. That is a full metal wall piece. And if we come up here, I'll show you guys that real quick. Yeah, see? So it's sunk down pretty far into the rock. You know, I got these half wall pieces here because I wanted to kind of cover those windows, because this area here gets attacked a lot up in here, which is why I have all these turrets and I have guard posts up here. So that's why all that is there. But one last thing I wanted to show you guys was how I did a mass select on this door. This is just a regular old sliding door, and I got it into the existing wall of this shed, and it worked out really, really well. And then I just did really close wiring with conduit, and I got myself a gate back here that controls the door. So as long as the switches are opposite, so I turn this one off and the door closes, I have to turn that back on, but then I have to turn this one on to actually close the door. So yeah, a lot of patience and a lot of pillar glitch, or we'll just say mass select, because it wasn't just pillars. It wasn't just concrete pillars or metal pillars. It was the tall scaffolding pieces and all kinds of stuff. And the reason why I segmented this off is that there's a hanging light in there. Let me get back in there real quick. Let me just clear out some of this stuff since I've already done the tour. Take this wall out. There's this hanging light that I couldn't do anything with. So I put this wall up, and that's the power armor section. But then over here, I was having difficulty with where the wall would actually place. There was some weird bounding box going on. So that's why I put the walls there, even with that shelf kind of a thing. And so I lose this little bit of space, but honestly, it's not that big of a deal, considering all I was treating this space as is storage space anyway. And I did not do, as you guys notice around over by the housing area, I did not surround the entire thing with junk fence. Yeah, screw it, I'm not going to worry about it. I've already done the recording. So yeah, I just did key areas. You know, I did this because nothing's going to get through. Nothing's going to jump the rail up there on the housing and stuff like that. But they would certainly come through here, so I wanted to make sure. And this was actually a lot of fun to do. To get this right on the water, So it looked like it was just floating, like I got those piers underneath there, make it look like it was just right above the water. So you just come over here, get a drink, test the water, whatever you wanted to do, and it all made sense within the lore. And of course, I closed off this door. I sealed this off. I put you know, some concrete foundations in here. Now let me say one thing about this factory. This is a pain in the ass. Nothing wants to go in here. I tried putting this vacuum hopper in, and I had to come out the door with conduit, round the corner so I could get to this piece of dirt with a pillar to put that into place. It would not set in here. Anywhere near in this area over here. I mean, it was set in the middle, but, you know, I wanted to get this done. And this does actually function. There's nothing in it right now. But I was making ammo earlier. I was making 45 ammo. And then I swapped it out for a pyrotechnics to make clear weather shells. But I ran out of cloth. So if we look in here, you'll see I have everything except cloth. I have the gold adhesive and the fertilizer needed. All I need is the cloth to make the clear weather shells. So I actually just had to wait until I had clear weather before I could shoot my video. But yeah, this thing is fully functional and it works, and it's pretty cool. So that is going to wrap it up, Wastelanders. I hope you guys enjoyed this sneak peek behind my builder showcase for the Skooled Zone Challenge, the No Mods Challenge. Oh, one last thing. I did want to come over here and I want to go to my load, and you'll notice there's no M's next to any of my saves. This is not a modded character. Matter of fact, if I go look at my characters, his name is Tim Toolman, and you'll see there's my modded character, unmodded, so that's Tim, and that's my nephew's profile, don't worry about that. And then, of course, there's Stu and my test character, and Lara is my my main build character, and then that is a secondary build character that I have. But yeah, you can see that Tim Toolman is not modded in any way. I did this the old-fashioned way, and I have not built unmodded in quite a while. I was pretty proud of myself to know that I still got it, you know, because I've been building a long time, and I've been building with mods a long time. But it was nice to kind of step away from mods for a little while and just go old school with this build, and I certainly appreciate it. These lights didn't work the way I wanted to. They used to work. They used to flicker and all that stuff. I love the spark. The spark is awesome, but the spark is part of the reason why there's so little decoration. Between having to do the settlement size reduction glitch, having the spark, having neon, having the lights, having all those things really took its toll on my frame rate. But yeah, these used to flicker. Matter of fact, I didn't even take out all of the programming for that. Here it all is. I ended up ripping out the wiring because it wasn't working anyway. But yeah, it had a pretty cool where certain letters would flicker a little bit brighter for, you know, just a half a second. But at the end of the day, I just stacked a couple letters to make some brighter, change the color up a little bit, and that's pretty much it for the check-in sign. So I want to thank Skooled Zone for posting this challenge. It was certainly a lot of fun to go back old school with Skooled Zone and go no mods. But I gotta say, I really enjoy my mods. Place Anywhere is beautiful. Although I love doing the pillar glitch. I love doing the rug glitch. I love using those tools, definitely in my tool bag. But mods are just another tool that I keep in my tool bag. But this was a ton of fun, and I appreciate the opportunity. And I want to commend all the other challengers out there for this build challenge. I'm sure you guys are putting out some great stuff. I'm sure that I have very stiff competition when it comes to this challenge. Matter of fact, I know that I have some stiff competition because some of my friends have already submitted their videos for this, and they are incredible builders. So good luck to everyone. and I will see you guys soon. Until next time, Wastelanders, you take care of yourselves out there. This is Draco Invictus saying this has been the wettest day of my life. See ya!